Aloha, this is Marcie from Hawaii Travel Made Easy, and today I'm settling the resort location debate that fills my inbox more than any other Maui question. Just yesterday, I got this message. Marcie, we're so torn. We've narrowed down our Maui resort choice to either something in Wailea or Kaanapali, but we can't figure out which area is better. Everyone has different opinions and we're completely paralyzed. Can you just tell us which one to pick? I hear this exact question multiple times every week and completely understand the confusion. Both Wailea and Kaanapali are gorgeous resort areas with world-class hotels, beautiful beaches, and amazing dining. On the surface, they might seem pretty similar. But here's the reality. Wailea and Kaanapali serve completely different vacation styles, and choosing the wrong area for your travel priorities can seriously impact your Maui experience, even if you pick a fantastic resort. I've stayed in both areas multiple times, and I've helped hundreds of families make this exact decision. Today, I'm breaking down the key differences between Wailea and Kaanapali and giving you a clear framework for choosing the area that matches what you actually want from your Maui vacation. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly which area fits your travel style, and you'll understand why that choice is right for your specific trip. Let me paint you a picture of what makes each area unique, because the differences are more significant than most people realize. Wailea is a sophisticated South Shore. Wailea is Maui's luxury resort corridor on the South Shore. Think upscale, refined, and expensive. The resorts here are typically newer, larger, and more luxurious. The beaches are gorgeous, wide, golden sand, and usually calmer waters. Wailea feels more like a self-contained resort destination. You've got high-end shopping at Shops at Wailea, multiple championship golf courses, and some of Maui's most acclaimed restaurants. The vibe is sophisticated and polished. But here's what catches people off guard. Wailea can feel isolated. While you're surrounded by luxury, you're not really experiencing local Maui. Most guests eat at resort restaurants, shop at the resort shops, and rarely venture beyond the resort bubble. Kaanapali is the classic West Shore experience. Kaanapali, on Maui's West Shore, has a classic Hawaiian resort feel. It's been a resort destination longer than Wailea, so some properties have that vintage Hawaii charm. The beach is absolutely stunning, consistently rated one of the world's best beaches. Kaanapali feels more integrated with the surrounding area. You're close to historic Lahaina town, though it's currently rebuilding after the 2023 fires. You can easily explore West Maui, and there's more of that authentic Hawaiian atmosphere. The resort density is higher in Kaanapali, so it can feel busier and more crowded than Wailea. But many people love that energy. There's always something happening. Here's the price reality check. Both areas are expensive, but Wailea typically costs 20 to 30% more for comparable accommodations. We're talking $500 to $800 or more per night for Wailea luxury resorts versus $400 to $600 or more for similar quality in Kaanapali. But remember, total vacation costs include more than just hotel rates. Wailea's restaurants and activities are generally more expensive across the board. So let's get into my 5-point decision framework. Decision point number 1. What's your luxury versus authenticity priority? If you want the most luxurious, polished resort experience possible, Wailea wins hands down. The resorts are newer, the service levels are often higher, and everything feels pristine and sophisticated. If you want luxury but also want to feel like you're actually in Hawaii rather than a beautiful resort that could be anywhere tropical, Kaanapali gives you more authentic Hawaiian atmosphere. Be honest about what you actually want. Some people think they want authentic local culture, but really they just want to relax in a beautiful setting without logistical hassles. Decision point number 2. How important is easy access to different parts of Maui? Kaanapali puts you closer to West Maui attractions. You can easily drive to Iao Valley, it's about 20 or 30 minutes, explore the scenic northwest coast to Kapalua, or visit the historic Lahaina area, though the 2023 fire significantly impacted Lahaina. Wailea gives you easier access to different experiences. You're closer to upcountry Maui. Kula, Makawao are about 30 to 40 minutes away. Haleakala National Park for sunrise is about 60 to 90 minutes to the summit, and the stunning, less crowded beaches of Makena and South Maui. Wailea is slightly closer to the road to Hana, about 30 to 40 minutes to Paia versus 45 to 60 minutes from Kaanapali, although both require early morning starts for this full-day adventure. If you're interested in upcountry Maui, visiting Haleakala, or exploring quieter South Maui beaches, Wailea's location is actually more convenient. If West Maui sites and Northwest Coast appeal to you more, Kaanapali wins for location. Decision point number 3. What's your ideal beach and water activity scene? Both areas have beautiful beaches, but they're different experiences. Kaanapali Beach is wider, more active, and better for people watching. You'll see more families, beach volleyball, and general activity. Wailea's beaches tend to be more serene and upscale. They're less crowded, more manicured, and generally calmer. They're better for relaxation and romantic walks. For snorkeling, both areas offer good options, but Wailea's Ulua Beach and Kaanapali's Black Rock each have their own advantages depending on conditions. Decision point number 4. How do you prefer to spend your evenings? Wailea evening entertainment is mostly resort-based. Elegant restaurants, resort bars, maybe live music at your hotel. It's sophisticated but can feel limited if you want variety. Kaanapali has more variety in evening options. You're closer to different restaurants, bars, and entertainment venues. There's generally more nightlife energy. If you're honeymooners who want intimate, romantic evenings, Wailea might be perfect. If you want options and like to explore different places for dinner and drinks, Kaanapali offers more variety. And decision point number 5, what's your budget comfort zone? Really? This isn't just about hotel rates. In Wailea, you're pretty much committed to high-end dining and shopping. A casual lunch can easily cost $80 to $100 for 2 people. Kaanapali has more price variety. You can choose upscale resort dining when you want it, but you can also have access to more moderate options. Be realistic about your total vacation budget, not just accommodation costs. If you're stretching to afford a Wailea resort, you might feel constrained by the area's generally high prices for everything else. So, let me help you make your final decision. Here's how this typically plays out. You'll want to choose Wailea if you want the most luxurious, refined resort experience. You prefer quieter, more exclusive beach environments. You're planning to spend most of your time at your resort. You have a generous budget for the entire vacation. Or you're celebrating a special occasion and want everything to feel extra special. Choose Kaanapali if you want luxury but also authentic Hawaiian atmosphere. You like having variety in dining and entertainment options. You're planning to explore Maui beyond your resort area. You want a more social, energetic beach scene. Or you preferred having more budget flexibility for activities and dining. Here's the honest truth. Both areas can provide incredible Maui vacations. The better choice depends entirely on what you value most in a vacation experience. But here's what happens to most people after this decision. You know which area fits your style, but then you're faced with choosing among 6 to 10 different resorts within that area. Each resort has different amenities, price points, and target audiences. That's where my detailed Maui travel guide and personalized consultations make a huge difference. In my guide, I break down the specific pros and cons of individual resorts within each area. But in consultations, we go deeper, looking at your exact travel dates, special occasions, family dynamics, and activity priorities to narrow down to the perfect resort for your trip. If this framework pointed you clearly toward Wailea or Kaanapali, that's fantastic. You can start researching specific resorts in your chosen area with confidence. If you know which area is right for you but feel overwhelmed by specific resort choices, or if you're still torn between the 2 areas, I'd love to help you narrow it down in one of my Hawaii travel consultations. We can look at specific resorts that match your budget, travel style, and dates. My detailed Maui travel guide also includes specific resort recommendations for both areas, with insider tips about which properties work best for different types of travelers. You can find information about both at hawaiitravelwithkids.com. Click on Hawaii Travel Consultant for personalized resort selection help, or Maui Travel Guide for detailed resort breakdowns you can explore yourself. Remember, there's no universally better area, just the area that's better for your Maui vacation vision. I'd love to hear which area wins for your trip. Send me a DM on Instagram at Hawaii Travel with Kids and let me know whether you're Team Wailea or Team Kaanapali and what factors made the decision for you. Until next time, keep planning that amazing Maui getaway. You're going to love whichever area you choose. Aloha.